What are my thoughts on the T90M that was disabled by a Bradley only using its 25 millimeter? Okay, I saw that video, and it wasn't just a Brad. There were two Brads. And if you want to be real, they also apparently had the drone operator. The drone operator was said to have been talking to the Brads. At least that's the claim. I don't know if that's true. If it is, then that's a new level of communication between units on the front. And that also kind of underscores how well communications can change a battlefield. The Bradleys were Badgers in this case, but in case in point, they got very lucky, and I mean very lucky. In the sped up version doesn't show this, but in the slower version, I saw the first Bradley engage in the T90M was doing so from defilade, which is smart, and it's very lucky because the T90M did fire its main gun, and the round missed. It ricocheted over the Brad, like it came close. There are some people that are claiming that the Bradley had actually there are claims that the gunners that the gunner or the TC of the T90M are unalived during this video. I don't see that. I don't see that. People are claiming that his body slumped over the gunner's handle. That's why his turret is spinning constantly. If that were the case, the TC would have reached over, grabbed his body, pulled him off the gunner control handles, and taken manual control himself. Because T90Ms and T80s can actually have the TC control the gun. Okay? So the fact that it went spinning wildly like that at the end kind of indicates more of an electrical malfunction, is more likely. And plus, on top of that, I didn't see any tow missiles launched. And as good as a 25 Mike is, its APFSDS is not intended to penetrate the turret of a T90. It's not. It's the Brad is a great machine, but it's intended to fight infantry, and it's intended to maybe take on APCs occasionally. Against tanks, it's an oh shit moment, because you literally don't usually have the firepower except for that tow missile. And I don't recall seeing a tow launched the entire time, the entire engagement. What I will say is that, and also some people were saying something about, it was alone. The tank wasn't alone. It had infantry support. The Russians had infantry in the area, but they were so pinned down by other Ukrainian infantry elements that they could not push up. That's a problem. And for most, I don't know how my fellow U.S. Army tankers feel about this. This is just my feelings. This is a classic case of you don't fight with just one tank. You just don't. I don't know what the Russians are. I don't know what they're doing. Infantry tactics are extended into armor tactics. We just do it faster, harder, better, stronger. Like the song. We train the same way with our positioning as an infantry squad would, or an infantry or marine fire team would in armor. We have sections, we bound by section, we go from cover to cover, we stop, we scan, we make sure everything's secure. We don't do this solo, I am in War Thunder and it's all going to be fine. No, we don't do that. If you are in a, I almost said squadron. If you are in a platoon in real life, then your one element is making call-outs while watching his topographic map, and your four element is executing from his side. The 2 and the 3 are backup. They're the ones who are expected to really be the first ones to catch eyeballs and start fighting. They're the ones that are expected to make the call-outs. The 1 element is expected to say, we're going to go here. This is our mission. And the rest of us fall in. But the other thing is that even as a platoon, we wouldn't be doing this alone. We would have a company. We would have 16 tanks. So I don't know what the hell they're doing. I don't. I really don't. It was just this fight was, it was frenetic. It was It was chaotic. It devolved into a situation where the tank could not uh, the tank couldn't pin down one element and avoid it or eliminate it. And that is a classic example of your situational awareness getting away from you and you being outflanked. That's really what it is. But again, I if that T90M got secured, well, it's one more for Ukraine, I guess.